These 7 ills and tragedies will be in my entry. And there are a lot more in my entry coming. The skyrocketing public debt, national hopelessness, national unhappiness, depressions by many citizens, collapse of businesses, farming, industry, healthcare, social strains, as well as the ravaging coronavirus or COVID-19 that is ravaging the entire nation without any proper management. These have become worse over the years. These ills have become worse over the years, with some like corruption being handed over from one regime to another. Rather than ending, they have been increasing. Corruption that was smaller in the 60s became bigger in the 70s, grew up in the 80s, been enlarged even further in 90s, 2000s. We began hearing of looting in a grand situation. For example, the Anglo leasing, the golden bugs, and many others that have been going on, things that were never witnessed in the 70s. So corruption has expanded. It was practiced by a few people. Now it is almost everybody. Many sectors, from prisons to police to virtually everywhere. The number of people that are involved in bribery are today 1,000,000 times compared to those that committed the same act in the 70s. This has become even worse. Fellow Kenyans, so things are becoming even worse. The ballooning of corruption cases have become so much with zero prosecutions. So what we are seeing here is a transfer of corruption from one administration to another. The question has been, who will then end corruption in Kenya? At what point will it end? I must say, look to no other person. I, the one who is talking to you, as your president, will end corruption in Kenya. I will end it. It will never thrive again. I'm that president on whom Kenya shall take pride and say it was in the days of Professor Joseph Mburu's presidency that corruption ended and saved Kenyans 730 billion, if not more, every year. I'll do so. On all these struggles, I won't surrender to the allure that is corruption, tribalism, wastage, treating Kenyans in indignities. All these things, I won't surrender to the allure, charms, and promise of glamorous life. Because I've seen those who have been corrupt in Kenya are living glamorous lives. They have helicopters, they have maisonettes, they have so much wealth, they have accumulated so much wealth. Corruption promises great life, but I don't want it. I would rather live in a grass-thatched house than become a corrupt person. Let me thrive in the little that I earn. And even the much I'll be earning as your president, I will respect that because that is what you Kenyans have seen I'm worth. And I will respect that. As a matter of fact, I will reduce my salary by half. And I will be fine. But to go and steal the Kimwarel money, which is supposed to help those old women, those girls going to fetch water from the river they don't fetch anymore. Now they are still fetching water from the river and bending in those hills of Elgeyo Marakwet. Very sharp hills. It's a curse. You can't do that to people that you are supposed to protect their money. You can't come and steal from NYS and make youth jobless the way you did. And you know yourself, those who are there, the ministers that were there, that stole the money or allowed the money to be stolen. It's a shame. Corruption promises great life. But if you are punishing innocent Kenyans, it is painful. Fellow Kenyans, I will not surrender to the allure, charms, and promise of glamorous life by practicing corruption, tribalism, and all this. I will be a political monk, a political priest, and a political nun. I'm a virgin on corruption matters and will retain my corruption virginity throughout my presidency. I will work hard to be a political saint than follow the tempting path that Lucifer entices leaders with. And as Christ rebuked Satan's corruption allure that day in the wilderness, so shall I rebuke him in his corruption gestures in Kenya. I won't get that path. And this is why I'm requesting fellow Kenyans, donate to my account, to my campaign, through my presidential M-Pesa account, 0748-265-314. That's my presidential M-Pesa account. Send me anything, 100, 200 shillings, 300 shillings, 1,000 shillings, 10,000, 1 million. I will appreciate with all my heart, because I do not want to be corrupt in any way. But I need money to go all over Kenya, every ward in Kenya. I need to fuel vehicles and go all over Kenya. Your support will be appreciated. Thank you very much.